Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome to my channel. Today I'm very excited because we're going to be doing just a chit chat, get ready with me. I've got my Natasha Denona Glam palette, which I've been wanting to use on camera. I've only used this once before, so I'm excited to dip into it, and this will be my first time using it on camera, so I'm definitely excited to dip into it. And I've got a bunch of new products here that I haven't used, some old, some new, and yeah, so I hope that you will enjoy this video, and let's get right into it. So first off, for primer, I'm going to be going into the Tatcha, the Liquid Silk Canvas Primer. This is one of my favorite primers at the moment. So I just pumped out 2 pumps, and I'm going to smooth this all over the face. It's a really good blurring primer, and I actually really like it. And it's blurring, but not to the point of being like full-on matte, which at this time of the year I quite enjoy. And I did mention this in my Sephora recommendations video. The only thing that I find a little bit is that it does pill up a little bit. I don't know if you can see that on my hand, but it does tend to pill up just a teeny tiny bit. Nothing too dramatic. Like I still find that it works great at filling in the pores. So next up, I'm going to be going in with the Huda Beauty. This is the Faux Filter Luminous Matte Foundation. I have the shade in Creme Brulee. And I'm going to be going in with my IT Cosmetics number 7 brush for this foundation. So the way that I like to apply it is I will always get a couple pumps on my hand. And it is a very thick foundation, but I really do like it. And again, it's not like a severely matte foundation, so I can definitely appreciate that. At the moment, in the summer, that will definitely change, because I do get quite oily, but I really do like this foundation. So I just dotted it a bit everywhere, and now I'm going to go in with my foundation brush and just buff it into the skin. I also like blending out this foundation with a sponge as well, but today we're going to be using this brush. I'm just going to go over it with a wet sponge or a damp sponge. So I don't have water, so I'm just going to use my Fix Plus, and this is just the Real Technique sponge, and I'm just going to dampen it just a little. And I'm just pressing in the foundation just to blend it in ever so slightly. Now I'm going to go in with the Fenty Beauty Faux Filter, Pro Filter Concealer. I have the shade 230. So I'm going to go in with a brush today. This is the Sephora Pro 57 brush, and I love blending out my concealer with this. Sometimes I do it with a sponge, but today I just really felt like doing it with a brush. Alright, perfect. So we're all blended in there. Next, I'm actually going to go in with my favorite foundation, powder foundation. I also mentioned this in my recommendations video for the Sephora VIB sale. So I'm just going to, it is going to add slightly more coverage on my face, but I absolutely love this foundation to set or to just wear as a regular foundation. Alright, perfect. Oh shoot, I forgot we're going in with cream products today. Well, I guess we're gonna see if these cream products work good on top of powder. I sure hope so. I'm gonna go in with my Morphe M173 brush in my Soft Ochre Paint Pot with MAC, just to prime my eyelids. Next, I'm gonna fill in my brows with the Benefit Precisely My Brow. I have the shade number 3, I believe. Yeah, 3. So I'm just going to fill in my brows a little bit with this. Alrighty, my brows are filled in and ready to go. Now I'm gonna go in with the Milk Makeup Blaze bronzer. So this is a cream bronzer, and I'm a little nervous because I did put powder down on my face, but apparently this works on top of powder, so we'll see. I'm gonna go in with my Fenty Beauty 125 face brush, and I'm just going to dab the bronzer on there. This is the best brush for cream bronzer, I find. Oh yeah, this is going on fine. Good. Crisis averted. Bring it up into the hairline. And now blend. Absolutely wonderful for cream products. I'd actually like to get another one just for blush as well, just so that I can have both, but that will wait for a little bit anyways. All right, so now I'm just gonna go in with my stippling brush, my Sephora Pro 44 brush, and I'm just going to go over the bronzer just to blend this out furthermore. Now this is what I was worried about a little bit, was using the Fenty blush. I have the shade in Nearly Mauve. I'm gonna try this on top of powder. I don't know how it's gonna do though. That is the shade right there. And I'm just gonna go in with my Real Technique sponge there. Hopefully, okay, doesn't look so bad. Good. Okay, I was a bit nervous there. This is such a pretty blush. Ooh, pigmented. I might have put too much. That's okay, because we know I got a trick for that. Foundation brush and just rub it in. There we go. Much better. We got rosy cheeks today. You guys have probably all heard the news. Our friend Becca is going to be going out of business in September. So I thought that I would use my Becca Opal highlighter today in today's video, just to honor Becca. And oh, there we go. I have like a fiber on me. So this is the shade that we're going to be going into. Becca was the very first highlighter that I ever purchased, and Opal, and I will be going in with my bling brush F25 from the Peach Corn collection. This is such a pretty highlighter. I'm definitely getting a backup of either this one or Champagne Pop. I really enjoy these highlighters. Like, it definitely packs a punch. I'm just putting whatever's left on my brush, on my nose, my temples. It's such a pretty highlighter. How about all over the face? We are definitely glowing today, and I'm not mad about it. Okay, so now we're ready to go in with the Natasha Denona Glam palette. So this is the palette right here. I love this palette. I love the cool tones in it. And what I love about it is that it has, like, the shades are all, I guess, named as to the order that you're to put it on your eyes. Like, we have the transition shade, the crease shade, inner corner, blending shade. We have a smoking shade, a lash line shade, and then we have all the different shimmers in the palette. So it's really good for like beginners that love those neutral tones, and I love this palette. So first off, I'm gonna go in with the shade named Transition, which is this shade right here, and I'm gonna blend this all through the crease using a Morphe blending brush. I will link this set from Morphe down below. And this shade doesn't really show up too much on my eyes, but I think that is the whole point. I'm just gonna put it kind of all over the eyelid. It also sets my concealer, or my primer. So next up, I'm gonna go into the crease shade, which is this one right here, right beside the transition shade that we just used. I found that these shadows are ever so slightly like powdery, but I love the formula of Natasha's eyeshadows. I find that they work so well. Now I'm gonna go into the shade Crease, which is right here, on the same blending brush. Tap off the excess. Now I'm gonna go in with a slightly smaller blending brush from that same Morphe set, and I'm gonna go into the shade Blend, which is just like a beigey brown, which is right here. Pretty shade as well. Oh, I love all these shades. It's a very neutral palette and a very beginner friendly palette. Part of the reason because it has all of the shades labeled as you're supposed to place them on the eye, but also because they blend so seamlessly, and it's nothing like too wild as shades, right? So I really do personally like this palette. Now I'm going to go in with the E22 brush from the Page and Bling Brushes collection. This is a very small blending brush. I'm going to go in the shade Smoke, which is right here, and I'm just going to add this to the outer V of my eye. And this is going to deepen it up ever so slightly. That is actually not as pigmented as I thought it was going to be. Now I'm going to take the E24 brush from the Bling Brushes collection with Peach Corin, and I'm just going to blend out. It's got no product, and I'm just blending out the edges. Alright, so now I'm going to go in the outer eyelid shade, which is this one right there. It's usually darker than I would usually go for, but we're going to try it anyways. My brush with a little bit of Fix Plus, and I'm going to do the outer portion of my eye with this shade. Like a gray brown. So actually that's a really pretty shade. I'm actually quite liking that shade. I'm just gonna do the other eye and I will be right back. Alright, so the outer corner is complete, and I gotta say I'm really impressed with this shade. I could technically go with it all over the lid, but I definitely want to try the center eyelid color, which is this one here. It kind of looks like a rose gold-ish. So I'm going to put that all over the rest of the lid. Ooh, I'm happy I did that. I think I found my new favorite shade in this palette. That is so beautiful. I'm just marrying it into the outer corner shade that we used, just so that there's no harsh lines. That is so pretty. Just gonna go into the blend shade again in the palette, and just so that we don't have any harsh edges between the shimmer shade and the matte shades, I'm just blending. I'm just gonna finish up this eye with you guys and then I'll go do the other eye quickly. Now I'm gonna take the shade, I believe I'm gonna try the shade Lash Line, but I really wanna use a small brush for this. I'm gonna go with an itty bitty bitty brush from Morphe, or this is the Sephora collection, smudge brush, sorry. And I'm gonna take Lash Line on this brush, and we're gonna do like a smudge on the lower lash line. This is so pretty. Kind of as a liner. And I'm gonna bring it all the way across. Now I'm gonna go back into the E22 brush. I'm gonna go in the shade Smoke, and I'm just going to ever so slightly blend this out. So pretty. And I'm gonna go in with my Dior Show Iconic Mini Mascara to finish off this look. And then I'll go finish the other eye and I will be right back with that. Perfect. Oh my goodness, I'm in love. So let me just go finish up the other lash the other eye, and I will be right back. All right, so I am back. I am completed my makeup for the day. I absolutely love this palette. I'm really impressed with the way that it worked. Now, like I said, I did try it before, but I never tried a look this in-depth. So honestly, I'm really impressed with the way that everything blended out and everything looks. Like, I'm in awe. This is absolutely stunning. To finish off the look, I just put the mascara. I already mentioned that I used the Dior Show mascara. And then my lip combo for today is the Soar Lip Liner from MAC and the Huda Beauty Demi Matte Lip in Mogul. That's the shade right there. Absolutely loving the way that this turned out. So I hope that you guys enjoyed. I definitely had fun playing around with the Natasha Denona Glam palette. And yeah, so let me know if you like these types of videos. I can do more. I really love doing get ready with me's. They're probably my favorite style of video to film. So if you guys enjoy it, I will definitely do more. I hope that you enjoyed. I hope that you will subscribe if you're not already. Hit that like button if you like these types of videos. It definitely helps my channel out and lets me know what you guys are liking. And hit that notification bell if you'd like to be advised when I upload next. Bye!